Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And up first,
This bout is...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this show. Here we go for round one. Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Jab does not score. There's a counter shot. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
And both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. Straight right just misses. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They both want the knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
It was like 4 straights in a row.
It seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go. It's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot lands. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Missed him with that uppercut. No rest for the weary. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Ooh, bopping his ass. I ain't gonna have the stamina to bang with him, so I gotta eventually knock this cat out. was kind of
Here's the
out
bell
there
start
damn
round
trying to
3.
piece
Off
him
their
up.
stools and ready
Really
to go.
want to
Let's hope
knock
this
out.
round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. The jab not finding its target. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Nice counter. That hook doesn't score. You'd like to see more jabs. We wanted action, and they are delivering. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Leaves a knockout without a doubt. Go out there and
They
think,
said, you
right,
know, the bell is sweet music to his ear. That's how you know he out there
Here's the
getting
bell
boot
for round
box.
4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Missing with the hook. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't score with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. I promise you, all
But only got
three judges here are gonna
58% on the
give
jump. My
that
left
to
eye
you know
swole
who.
up.
Can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Punch, counter punch. That left hook doesn't find its target. A perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Edwards in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
On to the 6th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are puller right there. Galahad is rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Only catching air with that hook. Throws the jab, but does not score. Sonny Edwards took that really bad. Talk about Edwards in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without...
Here comes round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good counter punch. Missing with that right hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. think of holding on here for a minute. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punching. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot guess that. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse.
Go out there and win this next fight.
And there's the bell for round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot. Good defense there on the left uppercut. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter shot. Throws the jab and doesn't score. That left hook misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards.
They had to give it to me, but I was piecing it ass up. What?
What's happened? A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
My face looking clean as a whistle. That boy bloodied up, bruised up, pieced up. Look, took them last two. Okay, what happened in the 4th, 5th, and 6th is I swapped stances. You feel me? Once I went back to my regular stance, it was just the same old ish. I pop, 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 pop. He thought he had a chance, and I was winded. Look, he had 50% stamina, and I had 20% stamina, and I still won that fight. Swole him up. Swole him up, boy. I'm really undefeated. My son gave me my first L on this shit.